Hi everyone, it's Tammy with Frou-frou Studio and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do a little ephemera holder that was inspired by this envelope and this packing material. I received this packing material in a order, and it is very flexible. It's not very thick, and there were a couple pieces in it, and so I was like, okay, what can I do with this? So that is one piece that we're going to use, and the other piece was, or the other idea was inspired by this envelope, which my sister got me a birthday card back in October, and it was in this envelope, which is fairly plain on the inside, but when you open it, it's absolutely gorgeous on the inside. And so I was kind of playing around with the cardboard and trying to decide, you know, what I could make out of it. And so I came up with this. This is the prototype we'll be working from today. And as you can see, I cut this down. It is 1, 2, 3, about 4.5 inches wide. So it would fit in a journal. It also would make really cute happy mail or a gift for someone. And I kept it fairly simple on the outside, but then when you open it, it's BAM on the inside. This particular one I did in, kind of a blue and white scheme. And we're going to do another one that's kind of in a teal and red. But I covered the whole inside, and then I made this little pad here that's filled with ephemera that you can take out and use in your journals. And there's player piano music, there's prescriptions, there's parts of invoices, there's book page, and this is all original stuff that I've put in here. There's old receipts, music staff paper, there's a invoice, some ledger paper, so you can see it's all original ephemera. And then down here you've got a little pocket here that I made a tag to go in, and then this little pocket, you've actually got two little pockets over here, and I put a couple of postage stamps in a little glassine envelope and some tickets, and there's a cigar band in here. Just filled it up with fun little things that are in the same color. So, and then you just fold it up, and this sticks under here to close it. And so, like I said, it's pretty simple on the outside. I didn't really want to do anything to the cardboard. I did put some vintage photo around the edges, but other than that, it's pretty much as it was. So we're going to make another one so you can see how I put it together. So for this one, like I said, I have all the pieces cut because that took the longest. So we'll go through and put it together. So let's see, this is, let me look on this side. Unfolded is about 8 3/4 inches long, and then like I said, it is 4.5 wide. And then you can determine where you want to fold this. I kind of just gave it a nice flap at the top, and I didn't come all the way to my top fold so you'd have room to grab it and unfold it. And then I just took some scrapbook paper that I had in the colors that I wanted to work with. And actually, let's put on our, this is the piece I made for the front. It's just some scrap cardstock and some lace. And this is a label from Kathy Holden's book, and there's a button. And I just put it all on there. And this part is just glued halfway down, so it's open here so the flap can go up under it. And the way that I place that is, let me make sure that I've got all my stuff, my little book made already. Again, trying to save some time. Okay, I just wanted to make sure my flaps were in the right place. And the way that I glued that down on the other one is I went ahead and put this up under here like it goes, and then kind of found the center of where I wanted it. And then I glued it down on the big circle on the bottom, because obviously the other one's already finished. And I feel like that's too, that's all right. All right, so I'm gonna take, I can already see something that might be a problem. I didn't glue this lace all the way around, and I probably should have. Because it's going to get pushed up under there. I think what I'll do is put a little strip of double-sided tape there so the glue won't seep through. The lace. But it'll still hold it up a little bit. So how's everybody today? I'm freezing to death today. But I'm sure people have it worse. We don't have the snow and the terrible storms that some people are having, so I shouldn't complain. Sorry, I know I'm off camera, but I've got to get this close enough to me that I can actually see it. Okay. So now back to where we were. I'm going to put this on here. And determine where the center is. Make sure it's straight. And then I'm going to lift this whole thing up and put my glue on. Oops, don't move on me. Look at that. After all that work I did. Yeah, I think we're okay. Let's smush that down. And then we can let that dry. All right, so now let's work on the inside. So, like I said, I pre-cut these pieces more or less so we wouldn't be just ripping paper the whole time and be a way long video. And I'm not going to worry too much if some of the cardboard's showing. I actually like the substrate to show a little bit so that people know kind of what you made it out of, you know? So this piece goes here. I see some people that make their ephemera using really interesting things, but then they cover the whole thing with paper, and I'm like, well, nobody's gonna know that you use something really cool to make that because you covered the whole thing with paper. So I'm a firm believer of leaving some indication of what material you used. Okay, and then this one goes here. And then I cut this little piece to go here just so it would have a little bit of variance in the pattern. No reason in particular. And you don't have to do, you know, I did these two kind of with a color scheme, but you don't have to do that. I mean, it could be totally random. And then this is my little booklet, and again, this one's got, you know, all the old ephemera in it. And I tried to pick things that were in the same colors, the teals and the reds, so everything kind of coordinated. And then this is a sticker from Kathy Holden's book, and I just put cardstock on the back of it so that you could write on it if you wanted to, or you could take it out and use it in your own journal. to trim that off just a tad. And I just attached that with a tiny attacher. I stapled it across the top. And attached this with just a tiny paper clip. Tim Holtz tiny paper clip. Alright. And this is just a little card envelope. I made a little tag to go in there with a couple of little hangy pieces. It's a clothing tag, and it just has a couple of little tiny tags hanging on that with a safety pin. And this is a Kathy Holden sticker as well. And I'm going to glue it right here. And you could do, you know, any kind of configuration inside here that you wanted. You could do one big pocket across the bottom here. You could do a couple of pockets, whatever. And then this is a little pocket that I made, and then I made another little pocket with a piece of scrapbook paper. And I didn't worry about backing it or anything because the only thing in it is going to be some tickets, and they're not heavy or anything like that. So, and I'm going to put that right on top of the little card envelope. And then I'm going to put this little piece of doily at the top. And then I have this little Tracy Fox label. And this is from the set that has the fabric swatches. And it says, the ones that have the fabric swatches, I'll talk about colors, which I thought was appropriate. And then this is a sticker from the Kathy Holden. And again, I put cardstock on the back. I'm going to put it in this pocket. And actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to put it in this pocket because this is also a sticker from the Kathy Holden book. And I'm going to put it in that back pocket. And I'm going to put these two on here, which are also stickers from the Kathy Holden book. That I backed with cardstock. And then I've got my little envelope. I think this was probably to hold toothpicks in a restaurant. That's about the size it is. It's very small. And I folded it in half and then cut the bottom off of it so I could put these stems down in it. So I'm going to put those in there. And then I have another original cigarette band that I'm going to put right there. And there we go. So cute. I love it. And then you can just fold it up and put your little lid under here. Now, I am going to glue this. I noticed this on the other one too. Sometimes when you cut this cardboard, you've got a space that, because it's not seamed, you know, you've cut where it was seamed, that it's loose. But if you just take some glue and run along that, it will seal it up and you'll be fine. And another thing that I did before I started this is I actually ran this cardboard through my Big Shot. And what that did is it made it a whole lot thinner than it was. If you look at the original piece here, let me grab it. You can see, or I hope you can see anyway, that when you put it together, it's pretty thick right here. But if you run it through the die cut machine, see if I can see how much thinner it makes it, and you probably can't see that, but it makes it quite a bit thinner. Maybe if I undo it. It makes it quite a bit thinner. So even when you put the paper on it, it's still thinner than what it started out to be. So my suggestion would be to run it through your die cut machine. And it's that simple, guys. Like I said, the most tedious thing about this one is getting all your papers torn and getting your papers cut to put them together. But as far as, you know, assembly-wise and how hard it is, it's not hard at all. So I hope you guys like that, and I hope you will try it. And I am going to make these two plus however many more I can get made out of what cardboard I have. I will have listed in my Etsy shop at some point this week. I just think they're too cute. So that's it. It's fairly short, fairly simple, but like I said, I love the result, and I think it's turned out really cute. I'm happy with them. So that's it for today, and I will see you guys back on Tuesday for Marguerite Miller. Bye.